So we've debunked all the propaganda on Venezuela. We showed you that the United States is actually trying to overthrow a democratically elected government in Venezuela. We showed you that the aid that the United States wanted to give to Venezuela was actually a Trojan horse because that contained arms that to start a civil war, and they've done this a million times. I mean, they, meaning the United States, Elliot Abrams, John Bolton. And we also showed you that there's the food stores in Venezuela. Food is available. We showed you Max Blumenthal's video inside of a supermarket. Food was plentiful. And, of course, they have lots of economic problems in Venezuela that is caused by the United States sanctions. And when we put sanctions on a country, what we're doing is we make it illegal for Venezuela to get any money for the oil they sell, right? So it's illegal for the United States, anybody to give them money for the oil that they're even selling to them. So that's how we're trying to bankrupt their country. Sanctions the United States is putting on Venezuela are there to bring the country to its knees so then we can overthrow their government and then we can install a puppet regime that gives their oil to our oil companies. Do you see it? It's all about... You know that Venezuela has twice the oil reserves as Saudi Arabia, right? So that's what this is all about. Now, here is Representative Donna Shalala, who was in the Obama administration as the Secretary of Health and Human Services, and she's standing there with Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Now, if you know anything about Debbie Wasserman Schultz, she's the scum of the earth who cheats to get elected, and she cheats right out in the open. And they did illegal. A judge agreed that they did illegal stuff, and still doesn't matter because it's a corrupt situation, right? The donors, the people who are supposed to investigate her, has the same donors that she has, right? So they're all criminals and corrupt. And if there was any justice in the world, Debbie Wasserman Schultz would have been in jail a long time ago just for cheating Bernie Sanders in the during the Democratic primary in 2016, and then lying about it repeatedly every time she was asked about it on TV. So she's a liar of the highest order. She has no integrity. She's a scum of the earth because she's in bed with payday lenders who screw her own constituents. And now here she is trying to do a stunt about Venezuela with Donna Shalala. And do you see what they're saying? They say on the other side of this bridge connecting Venezuela and Colombia, people are dying of hunger and treatable diseases. We're here to witness this crisis firsthand and support the Venezuelan people. Hey, let me tell you something. There are more poor people living in poverty in the United States than there are people in Venezuela. There are more people living in poverty in the United States than there are people in Venezuela. And so that's how you know Donna Shalala and Debbie Wasserman Schultz are fucking sociopaths. And that's not hyperbole. They're sociopaths. They don't care about the people living in their own country. In fact, they'll screw them over hard for money and power, which is what Debbie Wasserman Schultz does when she's in bed with payday lenders.
Well, I was gonna say I'm a little worried she's like down there trying to give people loans. Like that's what
is that what it is?
That might be what she's doing.
She's like, oh, Venezuela, there's a whole new country of poor people we can exploit. That's what she's probably thinking, right?
Probably.
So I just wanted to show you this just to let you know there are more poor people living in poverty in the United States than there are people in Venezuela. And these two charlatan scumbags of the earth, Debbie Wasserman Schultz and Donna Shalala, are sociopaths who should be taken out of society and put in jail. Because that's the kind of garbage human beings that they are. And that's what's wrong with your country. And they are bought and paid for. Propagandists, liars, warmongers. They're the dregs of society. Hillary Clinton, you want to know who the deplorables are? You're looking at two of them, and one of them ran your campaign. We're announcing our live dates for 2019. We're going to Ventura, California, Hermosa Beach, California, Tempe, Arizona, Austin, Texas, Chicago, Portland, all over the country. Go to JimmyDoreComedy.com for a link for tickets. If you'd like to support the show, please join our Patreon or premium membership. We give you hours of bonus content every week. And remember, if you think you're subscribed, you might not be. Check to make sure you're subscribed and click the bell so you get a notice every time we drop a clip. Thanks for your support.